My name's Gabe Finkelstein. I am from Hope, Maine, and currently we're conducting an interview in Rockland, Maine. My challenge was that the learning in the school I was at was pretty sedentary, both mentally and physically, and I wasn't captivated. Being outside is really what saved me from the drone of high school. I actually started a mountain bike racing team when I was a junior, which has continued on, going on its 11th year. So that's been a way to give back to a lot of people. We started with about 7 kids and now there's over 30, so it gets a lot of people out in the woods every day after school. Gives them something to look forward to. Ever since I was like 8, I wanted to be an outdoor guide, and I didn't really know what that meant, but I just loved it when friends would come over and I'd tell them to bring their bike and their helmet and a lunch and whatever else equipment, and I'd have this whole day of planned out, and it was just so much fun to do that with other people. I looked at a couple different schools and I ended up coming back to Maine and going to College of the Atlantic in Bar Harbor, which is a small school of just about 300 students. My choice there was to develop my skills as an outdoor guide, which I did by combining teaching in a public high school classroom and working towards certification in high school English, as well as learning about the fundamentals of outdoor, experiential, and adventure education. And so I kind of merged the two together to bring what I hope to be a really enlivening and inspiring classroom that is not always contained by walls, but is the world. Right now I'm putting a lot of my energy into a nonprofit business that I started called Otolith Education. And that was started in August of 2007 with 3 other co-founders in Bar Harbor, Maine. And our mission statement is to initiate movement within learning communities by inspiring and igniting innovation in education. And so we've created not only programs where we meet up with groups of schools, whether it's at one class or an entire class, so ranging from 20 to 120 students from 4th grade through college, doing adventure education programs where the goal is to build community within a school, within a group of adolescents or teenagers, developing social skills where they're practicing in action how to communicate, how to make decisions efficiently and effectively together. And everything that's built into that socially comes down to self-growth. And that's, that if that's not the foundation of a purpose for learning, I'm not sure what the point is in doing anything. Because that's what makes us better people and the world a better place. Otolith, as it breaks down in Greek, oto, O-T-O, is ear, and lith, L-I-T-H, is stone. So ear stone. And an otolith is an organ in the inner ear of most vertebrates. We have otoliths. They actually develop within 5 weeks. And otoliths are what allow us to maintain balance. They give us our equilibrium. They give us our sense of direction. And so if you ever notice when you hold a little baby and you tilt them sideways, they keep their head, their eyes level so that they don't tip over. And that's the workings of the otoliths. They're like little levels with the bubble in the middle of the lines trying to keep you centered. Otolith in our educational business stands for growth, balance, and movement. That's the metaphor that we derive our philosophies from. we went on to start an alternative school. Our vision is to create a school from kindergarten through 12th grade, and we developed our own model called Balance Education. And Balance Education is founded in a lot of the philosophies of kind of the forefathers and mothers of progressive education, with John Dewey, who is a father of experiential education, and Maria Montessori, who created educational experiences where, starting at a very young age, boys and girls are guided in their learning to discover new things about themselves and the world without regimentation or strict timetables. So using more of an organic flow throughout the day and allowing people to really explore. Another name is Kurt Hahn. He founded Outward Bound, as well as the United World Colleges. So a lot of these thinkers, and there are many, many more, have influenced what we've put together. We've taken a little bit of here and a little bit of there and created something. The basis of Balance Education is looking at life, looking at learning, and what's purposeful to learn, and trying to mesh it together organically in an interdisciplinary way. Meaning that in this school, all the normal subjects you would see in a traditional school are present and are being pursued to learn in depth with academic integrity. Yet it's done in a way where it's not like, okay, for 80 minutes now we're going to do math, and then put your math stuff away. For the next 80 minutes we're going to do English language arts. What we see is using real world problems that need bright, intelligent minds and human creativity to solve as the reason to learn, and also as the vehicle for that learning to occur. And so our motivation to teach from this kind of philosophy, as well as combine the adventure education components of problem solving and decision making, is to prepare youth of today for problems of the 21st century. Because what our youth and myself are growing up with now are going to face completely different social and global and environmental problems than ever has been in the history of this country or the earth in the modern day. So providing students with those real life skills that occur through through service learning and kind of learning as problem solvers in collaborative ways is what is going to enable them to have the tools and realize that their intelligence and their creativity is essential for the survival of the planet and everything alive on it. Being able to live in a way where we're not doing it for anybody else or conforming to something just because we're told to, but living in a conscious way where we're aware of ourselves and our effect on others, as well as aware of how much one person can contribute to a group of friends or a community or a country or the world with their ideas and their actions.